Bright Cutie. Every student matters.
So we will be starting with the exercises now. First, we'll be doing the working with the text. Let's read what does it say. Fill in the blanks to name the different kinds of intelligence. One has been done for you. When I enjoy listening to people and solving their problems, I use my interpersonal intelligence. So when that person is listening to people and solving their problem, he is using interpersonal intelligence. The first one is, when I enjoy dancing or physical activity, I use my dash intelligence. Which intelligence is used while dancing or doing a physical activity? Bodily intelligence. So the answer will be bodily intelligence. Next, when I enjoy looking at maps and examining pictures, I use my dash intelligence. What is used to look at maps? Your visual intelligence. So the answer will be visual intelligence. When I enjoy working with numbers and solving maths problems, I use my, since it's already mentioned solving maths and working with numbers, the answer would be, I use my mathematical intelligence. Mathematical intelligence. When I enjoy telling a story or arguing, I use my dash intelligence. When we argue or we think of a story and tell a story, what are we using? We are using our verbal, because we are speaking, so that is oration, speaking, oratory skills. So that would be verbal intelligence. Next, okay, so next is working with language. Let's see what we have to do here. Match the job on the left, these, with its description on the right. So here I can see there are some occupations which are given, and here on the right there are the descriptions given. Okay, so we have to match these descriptions with the occupations. Let's do. First is navigator. What would be the answer for the navigator? Advises people what to do about jobs, personal problems, etc. No. Works in politics, usually by standing for election. No. Finds and monitors the route to get to a place or the direction of travel. This would be the right answer. So the answer would be C. A navigator is a person who finds and monitors the route to get to a place or the direction of travel. Navigator means, in simple words, one who navigates, one who tells the directions. Next, architect. What does an architect do? Who's an architect? Who build buildings. So let's say, advises people what to do about jobs? No. Works in politics? No. This we have already done. Reports on recent news? No. Plans the designs of a building, city or town. This would be the right answer for an architect. So this is E. We'll write E here. Architect is a person who plans the design of a building, town or a city. This is done. Next, politician. Who is a politician? Who works in politics, usually by standing for election. So the answer for politician would be B. This is done. Next, engineer. Who is an engineer? Who reports on recent news? No. Controls and puts together a program for music? No. Works in sports or activities such as running, jumping? No. Designs and build things like roads, bridges or engines. So this would be the right answer. H would be the right answer for engineer. Who is an engineer? Engineer is a person who designs and builds things like roads, bridges or engines. Next, computer programmer. Who is a computer programmer? Computer programmer reports on recent news? No. He controls and puts together a program of music? No. Works in sports or activities of running? No. Makes up notes to create music? No. Designs the system by which a computer runs or gives information. This is the right answer for a person who is a computer programmer. Computer programmer designs the system by which a computer runs or gives information. So this is J. We will write J here for the computer programmer. Next, athlete. Who's an athlete? Does he report on recent news for newspaper, radio, or TV? No. Controls and puts together programs of music? No. Works in sports or activities such as running, jumping, etc. This is the right answer for athlete. G. We'll write G here. An athlete is a person who works in sports or activities such as running or jumping. A sports person in short. Next is disc jockey. Who's a disc jockey? Advises people what to do about jobs? No. Reports on recent news for newspapers? No. Controls and puts together a program of music? No. Makes up notes to create music. What do you think would be the right answer? Makes up notes to create music or controls and puts together a program of music? I think F would be the right answer for a disc jockey. A disc jockey controls and puts together a program of music. He controls and whatever programs are there, he puts it together. So that would be a disc jockey. The answer would be F. Next is a composer. Who's a composer? Composer makes up notes to create music, right? So composer is a person who makes up notes. He writes up or he makes the notes and creates music. So the answer would be I. Next, counselor. We are done with here. These options are done. So we'll go back to the previous page. We are left with reports on recent news. Does a counselor reports for news? No. What is left? Advises people what to do about jobs or personal problems. Yes, a counselor advises people about their personal problems or job. So the answer would be A for a counselor. And last, journalist. Who's a journalist? A journalist is a person who reports on recent news for newspaper, radio or TV. So the answer would be D. Okay, so we are done with match the following. Next exercise is a writing exercise. Let us read what it says. Write a paragraph about yourself so that people who read it will get to know you better. You have to write a paragraph about yourself. You could write about yourself from any point of view or choose one of the following topics. You can choose any point from the ones which are given, or you can talk or write about yourself from any kind of perspective of yours. Let's see what topics are given. First is what I enjoy doing most. Second is what makes me angry. Third is what I hate to do. Fourth is what I want to become. So these are the four options we can write the paragraph on, or we can write something from our own point of view as per our own choice. Remember to give a reason or details of what you write about so that anyone reading it will understand you better. After you have finished your paragraph, affix your photo. Affix as in just paste a photo on the sheet and display it on the wall. Read each other's paragraphs. Did you understand someone else better after you had read what he or she wrote? So what we have to do is we have to write a paragraph where we have to write about ourselves from any point of view of ours or from the topics which are given here, and we have to write in such a manner that whoever would be reading that paragraph would get to know about us a little better, how we are, what we like to do, what kind of a person we are. So we have to write in that ways. I'll just show you how to write it. I enjoy playing with my friends every evening. Talk to my friends and read detective stories. I believe in hard work as it rewards us later in life. I become angry if somebody pulls my legs and insults me. When somebody comments on my caste, religion, and family background, all these make me angry. I hate those people who lie and cheat others. I also hate children who do not respect their parents and talk rudely with their elders. I want to be a lawyer in the Supreme Court of India and fight against the culprits. Innocent people should get justice and the culprits should be put behind the bars. Right? So this is the answer. Let me read it for you. I enjoy playing with my friends every evening, talk to my friends and read detective stories. I believe in hard work as it rewards us later in life. I become angry if somebody pulls my legs and insults me. When somebody comments on my caste, religion and family background, all these make me angry. I hate those people who lie and cheat others. I also hate children who do not respect their parents and talk rudely with their elders. I want to be a lawyer in the Supreme Court of India and fight against the culprits. Innocent people should get justice and the culprits should be put behind the bars. Right? So this is the answer. Now coming to the language. Let's see what is this. Read these columns about careers and environment, that is working to keep our world, the land, air, water and the people, animals and plants safe from natural and man-made dangers. Check out the personality profiles needed to be successful at different kinds of careers in the environmental field. Find out whether you are more adventurous than your partner or whether your partner is a better inquirer than others. You may wish to prepare a personality profile of yourself or your partner. In groups, attempt some of the activities suggested at the end. So, in this exercise, we have to make groups or probably pairs, and we have to discuss what kind of activities we would like to do. Who amongst us is a more enthusiast or more adventurous about saving the environment, environment as in it consists of everything, the animals, the flora, the fauna, the natural existence, the nature, from the man-made and the natural problems. So we have to read the chart and then decide what kind of personality we have. Let's read the chart first. The heading of the chart is what's your nature? What is our nature? You are a thinker or a tinker. Now who is a thinker? Let's read what it says. The right job needs right kind of person. A right job needs a right kind of person. If somebody who's not a teacher but is teaching, then it won't be perfect. So a teacher has to teach, a doctor has to treat the patients, an architect has to build the buildings. A doctor can't build the buildings, right? So right job has to be given to the right person. Depending on the kind of person you are, your personality type, you would be best suited for a particular kind of work. What kind of personality you have, the kind of work you choose is according to that. Find out which personality matches your best and what you would want to become. So we have to find out which personality matches our personality the best from the given table. Okay, so let's come back to the table. So first one is adventurous. The first kind of personality trait is adventurous. So when we talk about people who are adventurous, what kind of characteristics they portray? What kind of, how is their personality? Let's read. You are stoic, determined, patient, romantic, calm, curious, physically tough, unflappable. Now let me explain each word. Stoic means somebody who is very calm, who accepts every situation without any complaint or without showing any emotion. So that person is a stoic. So one who is adventurous is a stoic fellow. Determined is easy to understand. Determined means how strong your willpower is and how firm are you on your decisions. Patient, they don't complain of anything, they are very patient, they are very calm. They are romantic, they are calm, they are curious. Curious means inquisitive. They want to know everything about everybody or whatever they are seeing. They have a lot of questions in their mind. Physically tough, they have a good body. Unflappable. Unflappable is again calm. They do not complain. They do not show much emotions. They accept everything, every situation without any complaint. Okay? What they like? What are they like? They like adventure. They like traveling. They like outdoors activities, forests, trekking, wild creatures, rain, climbing mountains, camping, or being alone. So people who are adventurous, they like adventure, they like traveling outdoors, they like forests, trekking, wild creatures, rain, climbing mountains, camping, or just being alone. Mostly the outdoor activities they like, or they just like being alone. They don't want to get disturbed. They just want to wander in their own thoughts. These people are good at biology, outdoor activities, keeping calm under duress, running long distances, dealing with bad weather, looking at a wild elephant in the eye. These people are not scared or afraid of anything or any problem. They like biology, they like outdoor activities, they keep calm under stress. They don't get panicky or worried when there is a lot of stress on them. Dealing with bad weather, they can deal with bad weather easily because they have this kind of attitude which is problem solving. So they do not get afraid or scared of bad weather. Looking at a wild elephant in the eye. This is a symbolic, this can be taken as both literal meaning and a symbolic meaning. The literal meaning is looking directly in the elephant's eye. That means they are not scared of such a creature. And symbolic meaning is that they are not scared of looking directly at the problem. They have this problem solving attitude, so they are not afraid of looking at the problem directly eye to eye. These people can become what? A wildlife biologist, zoologist, botanist, naturalist, forester, zoo curator, veterinary doctor, biology teacher, environment educator, organic farmer, rural community worker. If you notice, these all activities are generally related to nature, the environment, related to the animals, to the flora, to the fauna, generally the animals. So these people can become good wildlife biologists, zoologists, naturalists, foresters, veterinary doctors, biology teachers. They can also become environment educators who talk about environment, organic farmers where they do farming of the organic products in an organic manner, and rural community worker where they can deal directly with the rural community and work for their social welfare. Next is the creative type. So there are two types, adventurous or creative. Now let's read what the creative people are like. Creative people are like, they are creative, they are imaginative, they are artistic, they are dreamer, romantic, sensitive, liberal, cooperative, cordial, clever, perceptive, humorous, intuitive. These people are creative. They would like to create something or the other every moment, every time. They are imaginative. They keep on imagining things, something to create, how to, do something very productive, very creative. These people are artistic, they are dreamer, they have big dreams. These people are romantic, they are sensitive, they are liberal as in they do not clutch on to one thing. They are very free in their behavior or their thinking. The thought process is very wide. They are not narrow-minded, they are very broad-minded. Cooperative, they cooperate well. They are cordial, they have very good attitude with everybody. They are clever, very intelligent and witty. They are perceptive, humorous and intuitive. They have a good intuitive power. What do these people like? They like colors, good design, outdoors, communicating, creative writing, art and craft, watching films, nature walks, engaging with social issues, traveling, studying liberal arts. These people, they like colors. Since they are creative people, so it is very obvious that they would like colors. They like good designs, they like being outdoors, they like communicating with people, they like creative writing, art and craft, watching films, nature walks, engaging with social issues. That means they are very much active in the social issues, whatever is going in the society, they participate well in such issues. Traveling and studying liberal arts. You are good at these. What are these people good at? They are good at art and craft, drawing, photography, creative writing, painting, dreaming, communicating ideas. If you look at all these options, they are all very, very creative. Art and craft is creative, drawing is creative, photography is very, very creative, taking photographs from different angles in a very accurate manner. So, of course, it's a very creative work. Creative writing, thinking and writing something very creatively is one of the very great career option for such people. Painting, dreaming and communicating ideas. They can be good communicators as well. What they can become? They can become a filmmaker. They can make films, produce films well, direct films well. Copywriter, they can become copywriters. Graphic designers, because graphic designer is a very creative job. Artist, sculptor with a social concern who does development, communication projects or work for NGOs, school teacher, community worker, wildlife artist or illustrator, environment educator, communication expert. They can become communication expert, they can be good communicators, they can become environment educators, they can become community worker who works for the community, for the social welfare, they can become wildlife artist or illustrators, somebody who describes or illustrates wildlife by their writing or their drawing or some kind of designing. They can become sculptors with a social concern, sculpting which is related to something for the society. So this is the career option. These are the career options for people who are creative. Next. Okay, so we have another table. People who are inquirer, people who are communicator, people who are idealist. So let's read about people who are inquirer. Such people are people who are inquirer. Inquirer as in people who have a lot of inquiries, who are very curious about everything. They want to inquire, they want to know everything. So these people are systematic, logical, practical, organized, inquisitive. Inquisitive means curious, thorough, outward looking, rational, studious, methodical, intuitive. Alright, so such people who are inquirers, they are systematic, they work very systematically, they are not haphazard in their behavior. Logical, they think everything very logically. They are practical, they do not let their emotions overcome their practical approach. They are organized, they are inquisitive, they are very curious, thorough, they know whatever they are doing. Outward looking, rational, they do not think by their heart, they actually think by their mind. Studious, they study really well. Methodical and intuitive, they have great intuitive power. Such people like building and fixing things. They like just building and fixing some or the other thing because they are very curious about knowing each and everything. Finding reasons behind phenomena, like why sun is so bright or why moon doesn't have its own light. So, so any kind of phenomena, they need to find the reasons because they are so inquisitive in their nature. Figuring out how things work, their phenomena in short. Learning about new technologies, they want to just learn new programs and new technologies. Doing maths, they like doing maths. And gadgets, they like gadgets, fiddling with the new gadgets. They are good at physics, mathematics, chemistry, fixing and repairing the plumbing or electrical gadgets at home, engineering, fantastic structures with Lego. This is such a lovely thing to do. They are really, really good at physics, maths, chemistry. They are good at plumbing or doing something with the electricity for the gadgets at home or at some workplace probably. They are good engineers and they can make fantastic patterns and structures with Lego. What they can become? They can become an environmental engineer, bioengineer, chemical engineer, meteorologist, climatologist, toxicologist, water expert, appropriate technologist. These things requires physics, chemistry, biology and maths. So these people can become any kind of engineers. They can become meteorologist or climatologist. They can study about nature because they're so inquisitive. So they can study about environment, climate, the kind of changes in the climate which are happening. They can become somebody who can, who studies about space, the activities which are happening in space. They can become water expert. They can become any kind of technologist.